Alright, this video is going to be technical and nerdy, so buckle up. The biggest issue that we've kind of already talked about a little bit is the spindle. And the spindle is this arcing part that goes up to the upper control arm. The biggest problem with these cars is in order to get the front low, the subframe gets really close. The subframe is the first problem. The bigger problem is that upper control arm will literally hit the top of the shock tower because of the length of the spindle. And this was something that I had to figure out because I didn't know that until I started putting everything together, testing the new coilovers, seeing what the movement of the entire assembly looked like together. So, and a lot of you are going to get mad about this, and I'm ready for it, and it's okay. The solution was to literally cut the spindle. So you can see that it's re-welded up here. I had my really good friend Andy over at Pop Pop's Garage cut about an inch and a quarter out of the spindle. Now, this also means that it had to be re-angled because obviously changing an arc like that will also change your camber. So he's done this for a lot of cars. No one's has ever broken, and they get abused a lot. So obviously, like, full trust in his welding ability, and both sides are even. So, I mean, I don't know what else there is to say about that, but that was the solution. And you can tell now because look at, even at full droop, look at the angle of the upper control arm, how flat it is. That's what you want, because once the car's under load, obviously that's going to go up a little bit. And it already has very little clearance at the top. Here's a better angle with everything installed, obviously except the brake caliper on the floor there. But you can see maybe even better now how at the top, I'm pointing this way, even though I know it's this way, how the upper control arm sits, how it moves, general clearance. Now, the only other issue was that the CV axle had extremely low clearance over here by the MPC forks. Once the car is under load, I mean, theoretically, the distance between the axle here and once compressed shouldn't change, right? Because the fork is attached to the spindle at the bottom, so they can't move independently. Now, that's not to say that imperfections in the axle or the wheel bearing wouldn't make that happen. So MPC actually reached out to me and said that they would CNC and clearance them for free if I ship them to them. I have not driven the car enough yet to see if it's actually going to be a clearance problem, but that will be coming on the YouTube. So hopefully this answers a lot of your questions about how the suspension clears, how it all works. Obviously, if you still want to know more, leave a comment. All of this is getting painted in the YouTube series that we're starting soon, so stay tuned for that. And excited to show you what the wheels look like in the next episode. See ya!